There's me overseas, across the pond by the Dover Peaks. I've smuggled myself into new nationality.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is Hlafway, broadcasting from around the world in Phnom Penh, Cambodia. And today, guys, I don't really have anything like any specific information that I'm going to be relaying to you guys in terms of like teaching or anything. More so, I might be looking maybe for some of your opinions about some things that have to do with my channel. You know, and to see what you guys think and what your thoughts are. So the first thing that I wanted to discuss was, in all honesty, sometimes I get a little bit maybe restless when you know, just making videos about teaching and, you know, basic stuff here in Phnom Penh. I mean, I think about a lot of other stuff, and I have a lot of other thoughts and things that I would like to talk about, or, you know, things that I would just like to get off of my mind. And, you know, doing this is honestly, like, it's cool doing this in terms of what I'm doing, but also, like, there's almost like a therapeutic value to doing this. If anybody is thinking about starting a YouTube channel and, like, whatever you want it to be about, like, I highly recommend doing it. Like, there's something, like, really cool about expressing your thoughts. It's like having, you know, how you have thoughts in your head and you think about things, but sometimes when you actually articulate them and you actually say them, even if you're just kind of talking to yourself in the moment, there is like a therapeutic value, and like you gain something out of it for yourself, as well as, you know, other people that are watching your channel, depending on what your channel's about. So definitely, like, if anybody is thinking about making a YouTube channel, like, just do it. Like, whatever you want it to be about, just try it. And, like, in the beginning, like, you might get nervous, and it's like weird talking to a camera, especially if you're not used to doing that. Maybe if you have like some kind of film background, or like you're used to like doing performances, it's one thing. But if you don't have that background at all, it is almost intimidating at the beginning, and it's like a little bit stressful and causes a little bit of anxiety. Like, what do I say? What am I going to do? And you're just like looking at this camera, and, you know, maybe, you know, you see yourself on the camera and you're like, what am I doing? But at the same time, like, it's really cool, and just, you know, just start talking, just start doing it. And I even recommend, even if you make a video and you don't particularly like that video, as long as you don't like hate it, but if you just don't particularly like it, whatever, just make the video, post it, and like just see what happens. So guys, like, I recommend doing that. So on that note, there's other things that I would like to talk about and discuss and, you know, get off of my chest, and just things that I like. I don't know, I like to I don't know, I'm fairly heavily engaged in like politics, science, like economies, religion, whatever. Like, I like to talk about those things. I love, like, learning about those things. And not that I'm an expert in any of those fields whatsoever, but I really do enjoy learning about those kind of things and discussing them, and hearing what other people have to say about them, and, you know, looking, you know, reevaluating, you know, thoughts or conclusions that I have come to based on other facts or other presentations that people have put forth. And I don't know, I think it would be cool to talk about, like, you know, just different stuff, as opposed to, you know, being in Cambodia and teaching. And again, I absolutely love being in Cambodia. I absolutely love teaching. But as I've talked about in other videos, like, after you're here for a while, like, the like awesome wow factor of like living in another country and living halfway across the world and being in like a different environment and a different culture, like, that all fades away, and everything just becomes life again. So it becomes more mundane, more routine. Not that it's not amazing, but for me, like, it would just be cool to, you know, again, because I'm here and I'm just living life, like, it'd be cool to, you know, extrapolate my thoughts a little bit, and you know, speak about other things and such. So what I want to ask you guys, I want your opinion. So if anybody would be interested in that, B, well, I guess a sub of A is, I already know the correct answer to these to a question like this. Is it, you know, obviously, if I want to do that, I'm going to do that, and that's, you know, something I'm going to do. But as you guys being my audience, you know, I want to know what your guys' opinion is, as well as a secondary opinion if you guys would think it'd be more proactive or beneficial to do that kind of thing on this channel, or if you guys would think about, start if I should start like a second channel. So I would love to get your guys' thoughts on that. Like if anybody would be interested in hearing about that kind of stuff. B, if I should just do it on this channel or make a secondary channel. Again, at the end of the day, it's going to be my decision, and I'm going to make, the decision that I feel is correct. But, I definitely want to keep you guys in the loop, and I value your opinions, whether they are, for or against what I think. I want to hear, your opinion, and also whys. Like, I love when people say why. Like, if you just say something, like, it's good to have that information, but it's much more beneficial if you're like, this is what I think, and here's why I think it. So if you guys can put forth any information with that, that'd be super awesome. Also, going back, I made a little bit of a video, or I spoke a little bit about this in another video. Some topics on this channel and in this preset that you could be expecting. A video I want to go back and revisit is why would anybody want to move to Cambodia anyway? That's a topic that I want to go ahead and go back and revisit. I think there's probably a lot of crossover as to me saying some similar things or the same things in a lot of instances, but with my experiences here, I'm sure some of the things that I have said have either changed or evolved, or I might have to adapt what I've said in a different way because of different circumstances. So that's one video I want to go back and remake, is why would anybody want to live in Cambodia anyway? And what is, and then also along the same context, but adapting to living in Cambodia, kind of like I just briefly talked about, but I'd like to speak about that more in depth. Again, adapting to living here, or, I guess kind of living anywhere away from your home. Obviously, different regions and different countries, there's going to be some, like, pragmatic differences, but, in some general sense, there are some, similarities just between, like, leaving home and living somewhere new. But then also I want to speak about, again, specifically living in Phnom Penh, living in Cambodia, but Phnom Penh, that's where I live. Yeah, so guys, so that's basically all I have for this video. Is, I really want your guys' feedback on what you guys think would be the, most appropriate action that I could take, and what you guys would enjoy. What, maybe topics you would like to hear me discuss. And you might say something that I might be like, there's no way I'm discussing that. It just doesn't interest me, or whatever. But, guys, let me know what kind of topics you'd like to hear me speak about outside of Cambodia and teaching in Phnom Penh. And also, if you think it'd be beneficial to have a separate channel, or if I should just keep it on this channel and make like a separate playlist just for those videos. Alright guys, this is Halfway, broadcasting from around the world in Phnom Penh, Cambodia. Appreciate you watching. Peace out. Be easy, guys.